Previously on Mo's Rants. People talking about Franklin trying to figure out what's going on with Teddy and what's Teddy's angle. Now, I think Teddy's real angle is, I want to be back on the game. I want to be back in the game. And I also want things ran the way the way I set it up. That's just like you going to work and you put together a plan and then someone else comes behind you and they start messing it up. It's like, hey, what I put in place, that's how it should work. You see what I'm saying? I don't want it's just like 5 Heartbeats. You remember when they performed at the talent show? They were going against Bird. Baby, stop running around with me, baby. Baby, stop running around. Now they were playing Good as Hell for him. Now Duck wrote a good song for them. Two wrongs don't make a right. But the piano player was fucking it up. You don't want somebody to mess up what you're doing. So that's how Teddy felt with Grady stepping in. You know what I'm saying? He went over there, pushed him out the way. Doom, 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 doom. And then even Choir Boy came out the back because when you're doing it the way that the originator made it, he said, ooh, yeah. You see what I'm saying? So I think that's where Teddy is at right now. He's been running this for 4 seasons. For them to put Grady in place and then not run it the way that he wanted to be ran, I think that's really what hurts him because he's a hard worker. But he lied directly. He lied directly to our boy Franklin's face, talking about, oh, Alton. But he gave him legit answers, though, legit responses. You got to remember, in 1986, what was going on in 1986 in Cuba? I want to see if you guys know your history. What was going on in Cuba in 1986? Because I know my history. No, we ain't subscribing to nothing. Cuba is at its turning point. President Fidel Castro has been using his power boldly during the past 2 years to reshape internal affairs along lines not seen since the 1960s. It was a lot going on in Cuba. Now, Americans weren't allowed to go to Cuba. We just were allowed to go to Cuba a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? I think Jay-Z and Beyonce were one of the first people to go over there. But of course, Fidel Castro had been gone. So he's giving them all of the information that's politically correct. Oh, your father was in the Black Panthers. He went over there. He'd be a high value target to anybody, the FBI, the CIA. They'd all be watching him. Now, I promise you, I can put this on my life that I didn't have anything to do with your father. Now, I called Snitch Alton because that's what he was doing. He was tearing down the whole everything that we done built. He told Mama go to the press. He was talking to the Asian lady that Teddy had to get rid of. Yeah. That's what was going on in Cuba at this time. Filmo Slim, Cuba banned Americans. Yeah, it was a crazy time. Now you already remember like everything that's going on. It's like full circle. I mean, they had the Cuban Missiles crisis, but that was back in the 60s. You know what I'm saying? I think that was like 2 years, 60 to 62 or something like that. But still, at this point, they had a dictatorship down there. He was the president, but he was a dictator. So yeah, it wasn't no just going to Cuba and just chilling. Not back in the 80s. Oh no. So Teddy used that to his advantage and was like, I didn't have nothing to do with your father. And any American going down there, any planes, you got to understand they were monitoring everything coming in and everything going out. Now, America, of course, they knew about everything they were getting, all the weapons that they were getting, but they couldn't stop nothing because it could potentially be, it'd be a crisis. It wouldn't be a war. Like even right now, what we got going on in Ukraine, it's not a war, people. It's just a crisis right now. They haven't declared war. It's just a crisis. But he's saying I ain't had nothing to do with that. Now we know Alton snitch. We all agreed last season we need to get rid of Alton. Shout out to Phil Mosley, great content, bro. Much respect. Thank you, brother. I know a little bit of history, but I just want to make the show interesting, and so people that didn't know exactly what was going on, like Cuba wasn't the place to be at this time. Now you remember they exiled everybody from Cuba. That's kind of what Scarface was. You remember Scarface? He was from Cuba. And what did he do? They called it the banana boat. Everybody came over here. They had the little concentration. Oh, I won't call them. No, I'm not gonna say that. They had the little camps down in Miami. I was gonna call them concentration, but they weren't concentration camps. They had the little camps down in Miami where all the Cubans were. That's where all the violence and everything started. So you got to understand, Cuba was not the place to be right now, because Fidel Castro was pretty much saying, if you don't want to be here, then get the fuck out, or we getting rid of you. You see what I'm saying? We don't know exactly what happened to him though. Alton, he just over there. You know what I'm saying? He just over there. We don't know what happened when Teddy showed up at the end, but you know it wasn't good, because if you at your house, you chilling, you eating breakfast. Cissy set him up too. She talk about, oh, I'm gonna go out and walk. She had that sundress on, you know what I'm saying? Looking all good. Sundress season. We in Cuba. You know what I'm saying? But when you sitting at your desk, you eating your breakfast. Ooh, Cissy put her foot in this. She made him the best breakfast he could for going away. He had the coffee. He had the nice crispy bacon. He had the scrambled eggs with the cheese on the top, a little bit of black pepper. Ooh, your last meal, you eating it. You reading the newspaper and you turn around. Now, we all black in here. I mean, if there's white people in here, you won't understand what I'm about to say. Well, you could if I reverse the roles. But if you're a black person, you eating that breakfast good too. Your girl just talking about, I'm gonna be back and go out for a walk. Ooh. You done ate that breakfast and you turn around, it's a white man back here. You turn around like, oh shit, Teddy, what you doing here? And you know that, oh boy, you scared as hell. You scared as hell. Now, if you're white, just imagine eating your breakfast. Man, this is some good breakfast. Gee gollish. Hey, there's a black guy in here. Where do I know you from? Just imagine if you're white and you're eating breakfast and a black guy pops up in your house and you in a whole nother country on vacation. That's how scary that shit is. You know what I'm saying? That's how scary it is. If you're white, just imagine the black dude with the tank top showing up at your house and you don't know who the hell it is. You just got done eating your breakfast. You know what I'm saying? You sitting at the table. This is for white people to understand what we talking about. You sitting at the table, you got your meal out. Well, Heather, this was a great breakfast. Thank you for that. You turn around, it's a black dude with a tank top on. Yeah. That's how Alton was feeling when Teddy pulled up. Us black folk, that white person knock on your door, you're like, hey, yo, whoa, what's going on? I paid my rent, brother. I paid all my bills on the first. What we got a problem here? No, I got receipts for everything. You know what I mean? I got receipts for everything. Alton, he turned around and seen fucking Teddy and said, damn it, it's over with. Because we know. When we go on trips, don't nobody know where we staying at. We go out of town. Hell, we might go out of town. Ain't nobody. You might tell your mama your address, like, hey, mom, be at this hotel. But we know not to tell people. We know not to tell people we even out of town because you don't want niggas to break in your house. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what you doing this weekend? Oh, man, I might be chilling. I'm not telling nobody I'm out of town because if I tell somebody I'm out of town, hey, did you hear Mo was out of town? Oh, what's he out of town for? Oh, he went to go on a little trip. How long you gonna be gone for? Oh, I think he told me 2 weeks. Why are you telling my business to somebody else? You see what I'm saying? And then for somebody I left in the States, we didn't leave LA and go to San Francisco. We didn't leave LA and go to San Diego. We didn't leave LA and go to Miami. We left LA and went to Cuba and a nigga pop up. Oh no, you know it's death. You know it's death. It ain't Teddy just popping up. Oh, hey, just wanted to visit again. It's over. It's over. Like there's nothing you can do in that situation. You turn around, your belly full. You like, damn, because you weren't prepared for no action. You were just sitting there eating your breakfast. You talk, and Cissy over here, she talking about, was it good? He talking about, oh girl, I got that itis. She said, well, I'm gonna go for a walk. Kiss you on your forehead. You thinking life is sweet. Yeah, it's sweet, all right. Your ass about to become a goddamn fruit roll up. That's what's about to happen. It's gonna be sweet, all right. Teddy came in that thing like, yeah, Alton, what's all that shit you was talking? Talk about my name is Reed. Teddy, exposing my real name to the media. I don't know if you heard, but the little Asian that you was talking to, she did. Guess what? You did. Yeah. Yeah. You turn around a white man in your what? We in Cuba. Ain't even no white people in Cuba. You turn around as a white man in your room. It's over with. There ain't nothing you can say that's gonna get you out of that. Alton and dug a hole, jumped in it, and buried himself. Alton in the hole talking about bring the dirt down. Bring the dirt down. It's over with. You in Cuba and a white man in your room, and this ain't like 3 in the afternoon, at noon. It's over with. This is breakfast time. Anybody that shows up to your room that early in the morning, it's about business. You go to a hotel, you ain't paid your credit card on file, and then they try to run it the next day. Oh, 9 a.m., they on your ass. It ain't no just chilling. That white man show up to your room. He didn't even show up to the room. He was in the room. In the room. He opened the door and closed it behind himself. That's how confident this nigga Teddy was. There ain't no coming back for that. It ain't. There ain't nothing you can say. Nothing. My bad, man. I apologize, man. You know, I was tripping. You know, man, I've been going through that mental health, being a Black Panther and shit, man. I'm tripping. No. You got to meet the piper. You got to meet the piper. Why? Because you a snitch. Fucking Cissy and Franklin just told your ass, Alton, what they trying to do. We gonna go clean. We gonna, my bad, I'm knocking the table and everything over. We going clean. We about to buy a library. We about to buy a mall. Shut the fuck up. You got everything you want, Alton. You got a shelter for the homeless. You over here talking about, I need to tell my truth. Your truth? It ain't gonna be no truth. You can say anything and everything you want to say. You told your truth to the Asian lady. The truth got out. What happened? Teddy got rid of the Asian lady. Teddy got rid of you. And now Teddy is back in the goddamn dope game. On top of it, telling your son, nigga, the bricks is still 10 a key. I don't give a what you talking about with Grady. Grady? I got rid of Grady, a CIA agent. Teddy don't give a damn about what the hell Alton is talking about. My bad, man. You want some of this bacon? No, we about to turn you into bacon because I'm about to get some of that motherfucker skin off that ass. Pause. It ain't no coming back from that, Alton. It ain't no coming back. He's sitting in there eating breakfast. Golly. Man, I tell you. Y'all know how it is. When they come and evict you from your house, when you watch all these shows, oh, we got evicted because we couldn't pay the rent. They don't do that shit at 3 in the afternoon. They come to your house at 7 and 8 in the morning. We want it done by noon. And you in Cuba, they don't give a damn. In 86, well, let's say it was 85. In 85, Cuba ain't doing, the police force ain't looking for no investigating on no murders. Your ass is gone. It's done. And Cissy over there big kicking it. Hey, move that shit out the way. Like, she over here kicking it. She done made you breakfast and put on a sundress. You didn't even get none before you left because the night y'all first got there, she was, I'm too tired. That's because her and Teddy, the white man, already had the plan to get rid of your ass the next morning. And your sucker ass just, man, I snitched. My girl, she held it down. She loyal. Ain't nobody loyal in the dope game, and you wasn't even in the dope game. You was snitching. It's one thing to be a civilian and snitch, but nigga, you were reaping the benefits of the dope game. You living in the houses, you driving the cars, you got the shelter. You can't snitch. You a Black Panther. Black Panthers don't snitch, and you told. You went and did a whole fucking interview and talking about, yeah, I forgot what the Asian lady was, but it don't matter because she did. He talking about, yeah, man, Teddy, he worked with the CIA. He didn't snitch on local PD. He didn't snitch on LAPD. This nigga told on the CIA. Yeah, man, the government, they bringing in bricks and they supporting the war in South America. No, nigga, you don't do what? You don't tell nobody nothing. You don't tell nobody nothing. The fuck? Alton put himself in that situation. Now Frank talking about what my daddy do. It don't matter what your daddy did. You were trying to get rid of him. I did what you were supposed to do. You Louise. Filmo Slim says snitches get snow. No. In Snowfall, snitches get the pine pox. It ain't no stitches. It ain't no coming back for this. I had stitches in my eye. I ain't no stitch. Snitches don't get no snitches in Snowfall. I keep mixing the words up. Snitches get the pine box. Teddy came in there and snitched his ass up. All right. I'm talking about from the bullet wound to the back of the head to the front. Stitched them up. Kendall, that was just a rant. That is not anything to do with the crown. I told you guys I can handle my liquor and I will not get on here and acting a fool. I know exactly what's going on, but we were talking about Alton and I had to get on him because we didn't do live streams for season 4. And I needed to talk bad about him. Because if you remember, no. It has nothing to do with the crown. The crown is straight. We good. But if you remember, Alton plays those roles. What was Alton in Paid in Full? This man went and killed AZ. Well, he tried to. He killed AZ's homegirl. Yeah, he played those roles. I had to get that off my chest. He ain't been right since. And finally, somebody got rid of him. That's 2 times he didn't got. 1 by Cameron, a.k.a. Alpo, and then 2 by Teddy. He said the permanent holiday vacation.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.